Hi guys. Oh my god, we're going through so much. My son told me to record these a special way and I have a very hard time doing what people tell me to do. No, I'm kidding. Actually, I need to switch it, but I don't want to do it in the middle of the camera. So this is going to be very short. Neco does these money jars. He does money jars, he does revenge jars, he does Ochun love jars. It is done with Ochun. So it's Ochun love jar, a money jar, and a revenge jar. He also has some other stuff that he does too. And he won't even let me see what he does. I know what he does with his love jars. He's taught me, he's worked me through it. And we even have a video explaining how to do it and make it in my apprentice class for my apprentice. But that's because they're in my class. But the thing about it is the reason that I think that his jars work so well is with me, for example, and I'm only going to go off my opinion. I do have a lot of testimonials that I could put in here. But the reason that I think they work so well is because of his ashe and because, he is a palero, but mainly because I'm a bruja and I know how to work certain elements, certain tools, certain things. I know how to make them work, and I know that there's footwork in it. It's a lot of work. It's not easy. So I'm going to show you today exactly what it is you need to do when you get these money jars. Now, keep in mind, we've been giving these away for this whole year. We've never charged a fucking dime for these, okay? We send you a love or a money jar, depending on whose circumstance it is. We send you an aleke, a blessed aleke, and I'm here to tell you right now, if I can see them up there. I don't know if you guys can see. Up there, there's alekes. Those are Necos, palero ones. But we are sending out alekes and they're blessed, but they're blessed by my padrino. So they're, like right now, I have a whole bunch of them, but we've got to wait, go over there, and we're going to get them fed and blessed, and then I'm going to baggage them up, put them up, and send them out in packages. So we are going to offer that as a package deal with the money honey jar, the alekes, and this is a 7 African bath, basically spiritual bath, a 7 African spiritual bath. This is something that you need to take. If you are any kind of psychic, you're reading cards, if you're intuitive, if you're sensitive, if you're doing anything spiritually, just as a normal person, you need to do a cleansing, a spiritual cleansing, especially if you're going out there in the real world, you're dealing with stuff, you're working with people, you're touching people, customer service, you have to shake hands, say hi, all that stuff. So you need a spiritual cleansing, and that's what these bad boys are for. And basically, and we did get these herbs from my padrino, who was in a camp for 3 years in Cuba. 3 years. He has Osane, and all he studied was herbs. So if there's anything, any question that you have to do with anything, I don't care what it is. I had somebody ask me, could he cure AIDS? Padrino said, no, he can't cure AIDS, but he can prolong your life to where you live a really long life, but you still have AIDS. Herpes, any health problems that you can think of, diabetes, all of that stuff. He can help you with that in a holistic, natural way with herbs. Osane is one of the things that Abi is getting that actually came up in his lettering. He is actually, he's supposed to, that's the next thing we're going to do with him is Osane, and then he's getting crowned Ochun. I love Ochun, God. I would not be surprised to find out if Ochun is my spiritual God, my spiritual mother, when I get crowned Shango, because I won't know until I get crowned. And it's just, you see how I light up when I say Ochun? Ochun. Okay, so my madrina is crowned Ochun, and I cannot get enough of her. I could stare at her pictures. I could sit next to her. When I go over to the house, I'm just like a little busy bee. Like, I want to hear everything she has to say. And what I love about my madrina is she wants you to know. She wants to make sure you understand. She does mesa setups, boveda setups. She makes that house run like clockwork. She's making all the clothes for Ocha, because it's very hard to find, the clothes that we need, because after you become a santera, you have to wear white for a whole year. It's very hard, very hard. You can't just go to Michael's, Burlington's. Most of the stuff there looks like a hoochie. You can't wear that around a bunch of babalaos and stuff. So anyway, down here, I've got flowers. Ooh, so pretty. These are actually not to Ochun. I'm going to probably put these in front of my ancestor one. I just put these together. Ochun, I always give yellow sunflowers or yellow roses or yellow, any kind of yellow flowers. But like out in the garage, we've turned our 3-car garage into a spiritual house, to where we can't put anything out here because it dies really fast. So I'm making like kind of like a little mini altar on the side of my house, and that's where I'm keeping all my flowers, and they're lasting forever. I love it. Over at Madrina's house, they have flowers coming in and out. I swear they spend probably about $800 a day on flowers, and they all look good. And I'm gonna find that trick out, Madrina. You think you sneaky? I'm gonna find it out. Okay, so let's get to the money jar. This is something that I do with my money jar. Okay, I actually have a green candle in there. Green is for money. And one day I was sitting there thinking, because we're not short on cash, but I want to make sure the cash is coming in. I want to make sure we keep a flow, an even flow of things. Now, you see on the bottom, there's cascarilla in there. I always put cascarilla. I spray cascarilla. There is a penny in there because I'm going to Ochun. And then what's so interesting is the way the candle lies. If you're really good, you can see on that side that's folded over is cat. That says my name. On the other side that's bent is Neco. Now, I have it on here and then I light it. But before I do that, I activate his money jars. And I'm sitting there and I'm putting my intention. And I'm thinking. And I think what I want, and I put my intention into it, right? Then you get this nice little pretty. And we've gotten some really good testimonials on his money jars. What's inside? That has Neco's and my name on the bottom. I always write our name and our birthdays on the bottom. And it's got a lot of cool stuff. There's money. Then there's something else in there. There's some special ingredients in there. Now, do you open these? No. The love jars, you're going to take to a tree, okay? And give a small offering, and you're going to walk away and never turn back. And I actually have extra things I would tell you to do with that money, the love jar. Because one thing I'm really good with advanced candle magic. Neco's really good with, he does certain spells, jars, he works with his pot, but when it comes to like this kind of stuff, I'm the pro. So that's why I think that I've got it to work so well. And we did have somebody say, well, it just doesn't work. And I said, well, where is it? Oh, it's just sitting in there on the dresser. That's why it's not working. So you shake it. You're thinking, let me win the lottery. No, I'm kidding. So that's on there, okay? I've got to clean these. It's very, very, very bad. The orishas will not come into a dirty house, so you want to make sure you keep your house clean, guys. And then I put this on here, and I did it specifically so that I could get a sign. Usually, I'm going to show you a different way. You get these little short Hanukkah candles, and you would light them on, you burn it on the end, stick it in that oil, light it, and then light it. And by the time you get out the shower, it's done. Boom. That's all you do every day, every morning. Make it a ritual. Make it a habit. Say your prayers over it. Cascarilla for protection. You can use these candles. I even have some in green. This is sad. This shows how many candles. This one has. God dog it. Okay. You can use green. You see how I have that? But these is too much. It's if you're gonna use that, you want to use something underneath it, per se, because it's gonna leak. It's gonna leak all over your stuff. So if you have a really pretty altar and you don't want candle wax, all over it, these are a little bit too much. You want the thinner, the Hanukkah ones. These ones, I call them Hanukkah ones. They're really just short. I don't know what they're called, shit. Anyway, those are what I would use. But if I'm going to use these, I always use a little glass fish bowls. Those are the fish bowls. I get them $1 at the dollar store. Yes, I am a thrifty witch. And then you put it inside there. Then you're going to crush up some cascarilla. And you're going to put it over it. And before I put that candle in there, I wrote on both sides Neco's name and my name. Now, what does that mean? What does that mean? That's the big story of the day. What the hell is that? What does that mean? That's some weird shit, dude. Okay, to me, it was actually good. What it means is that I'm going to be having some money coming in here pretty soon. I am. Now, it folded over on Neco's side, but as one, we're a unit. So anything I have, he has. But Neco's going to be having some financial problems, some financial issues in contracts, and this isn't me knowing Neco's situation or reading Neco. Honestly, I never even really read Neco. We just go to our Padrino and I let my Padrino read him because I don't want to feed off of him and I don't want him feeding off of me. It's almost like a locator. I don't want him locating me. No, I'm kidding. So, yeah, basically that's what that means. I mean, you can still see Abi's name. You can still see, well, you guys know him as Neco. You can still see Neco's name in there, but it's not as predominantly flowed over and just, you know, taken over shit. And that's what that would mean. See that? Maybe you guys can stop it and look at it really close, but my name's on that other side. And then on that side is Neco. So I'm going to have a lot of money coming in here pretty soon. I have a big chunk of some change. Chang. Then I can work on witchysisterhood.com. I'm so excited about that. I'm just letting you guys know, a lot of you guys out there, there's some people saying, oh, she wants people's money. She wants this. She wants that. Shit. Go get a testimonial from Glammy or from anybody else. I do all of this out of my own pocket. I've always done it out of my own pocket. We sent out probably 20 honey jars just a few days ago. And it was $150 in shipping. Ching. My credit card. This guy. I paid for it. I pay for the supplies, I pay for the jars, I pay for everything. And then what I've been doing is people who get reading from me or people who get work from me, I want to send them a nice little gift, you know. I've always been like that since I was little. You could beat me down, you could kill me, you could try and kill me in a house, you could give me a 3rd-degree burn like my mother. And I have a really big heart and I care about people, and it's not that I'm trying to get something in your house and get my stank on you. It's not that I'm trying to control you or anything like that. It's just that sometimes I see a little extra and that you need an extra boost, and sometimes people just need somebody to say, hey, you're alive, I see you, you're pretty, you're beautiful, and you exist, and I support you. And sometimes people need that, and it makes all the world in their difference. You know, they're different, their day, they walk a different step, their pep is different, you know what I mean, their swag's different. So that is how you activate them. That's how you're going to work with them. You do not have to do it exactly how I do it, but do not open these jars. When you open this jar, it's unactivated, and you're going to need, oh, that was stupid. And then you're going to need, they're obviously very sturdy, then you're going to need Neco to make you another one. And it actually does have something in there. And the reason we ask for your full name and your birth name and your birthday is because there's something inside there that has all that information on it. Okay? So this is Ochun. Say good morning, Ochun. Ooh. Let me show you something else I'm working on. Something else I did for you guys just now. I haven't lit it, but I have people asking me, well, if I was going to do this and this. Okay, so I have money as the first one, love, which really, if it was for me personally, I put health. Because health is, if you don't have health, you don't have anything. So money, love, protection. Then I have kids protection, financial matters. And then I have initials because I don't want you to know what that means. But it's TSF, GW, and KM. Sneaky. But anyway, I didn't want you to know what it was for. And then it has my birthday at the top. One thing that irritates me really bad is showing tags. I hate tags. I think that's so disrespectful to the Orishas, to the spirits, to the ancestors, to your gods, you know, whatever. I don't like to show tags. So I turn it around that way. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to sit there, and I always mess with the wick, but I actually already powered this one. You know, I basically worked my energy into it. You're going to always blow life into your candles, guys. Always. Without doing that, you're just lighting a candle. I mean, shit, go get a pretty candle that smells like flowers and shit. Because without blowing life into it, without giving it energy, without doing any of that, you're just blowing a candle. Now, if I was to work really wanted to do a money one, I would actually add a green one on here. But I would put another one behind it. I would probably put red. Red's my primary color. So I'd have red for primary, green for money, and this one would be for the deities, spiritual, Ochun, my ancestors. This could be for anything. It's up to you how you create your spells, and it'd go in a little diamond, okay? That's how I would do that if I was going to do that today. And I'm not really working on that right now. I've got a lot of, I'm actually have to work on a few revenge spells, and there's my certificate. Ordained priestess. I'm so proud of that little thing. It doesn't mean shit, but I love it. That was actually drew for me. And then this is very important, guys. I don't know if you can see it, but it is an affirmation. That is something that I say over my money jars every day. Every time I come down here and see Ochun, I say, every day my life improves in every way. The universal spirit guides protect me at every step in my life. See, I have an affirmation that I say every day. Everything that you say 3, 6, 9, 12 times, that is activating a spell. That's why I tell people. People ask me all the time, well, the Bible is nothing but spells. If you, anything that you say, like when people call me and they're having issues, their kids can't sleep, this and this and that, Psalms 91, read it 3 times, and then go to bed. It's going to protect you. You're basically activating a spell. That's all it is. And Psalms 91 is my favorite. So I have a spell binded to Psalms 91. I have a Bible in the front by the front door. I have a Bible upstairs. And I always have a Bible close to things. And people used to say, well, Kat, why do you have a Bible on the floor? There's a spell binded to that Bible. Now, you want to know how to be a witch? You want to know how to be a true witch and have ethics, and you're going to be a solitary witch, and today you decided, I'm a witch. Go read Psalms 91. Let me see somebody else out on YouTube or somebody out in the world that tells you, go read Psalms 91. All it does is teach you how to be a witch. That's it. Psalms 91 just shows you how to be a witch, to be a true witch with ethics and work your shit. That's what Psalms 91 is. So I don't know if you guys want to see. There's Ochun. God, I love Ochun. Ochun knows it too. She's so spoiled. She got her fresh orange. There's her oranges. These are candles that I obviously have to work with. I'm about to go buy more supplies because I'm out. Something really, really cool. Snake skin. I do spells with snake skin, guys. I do a lot of spells. Those are actually Neco's paleros. I'm not supposed to touch those. His palero beads. These are his beads, his other ones that he received. These are basically all of our saints. Okay? They represent our saints. It doesn't mean that we worship statues. These are our spirits. These actually have a spirit in them. They have our lettering in them. We're never supposed to show anybody or share that with anybody. Can do some damage with somebody with that. And this one's mine. And those of you who call it a jar, I want to punch you in your face. No, I'm just kidding. It's not a jar. These are my spirits. Okay? It's part of my arula. I have a lot more people coming in doing arula. And it's awesome because a lot of the people in my apprentice group are most of the people, which makes it fantastic because we can share a lot with each other because we're sworn to secrecy. So now I can talk to them even more. Even Laura came and got a rula, and she's doing really well. These are our warriors and all our cool stuff. And then Tata Nanganga, my friend on Facebook, he actually had said, he asked me a question. He said, why do you have these on the floor? Basically, I had them up because we hadn't had time to get a shelf up because we were getting initiated, and we had so many people coming in and out, getting services, witchcraft, brujeria, and all kinds of stuff, but they're up now. So Tata, thank you very much for pointing that out and pushing me and getting them up off the floor. They are up high with my Indian dolls. I know y'all think those are cute. It's a boy and a girl, but I know they look very girly, but those are my babies. And then, let's go over here. We have some people say bóveda, some people say mesa. This is me. All of my kids. My spirits. Let's see if I can do it from up. Only the dead can be on this table. And this is Neco's side. And if you want to know how to activate that and work with it, this is Aragun. And only my padrino can feed it and come over. I can honor it. I can, you know, Neco can ask it questions, but I can't, you know, feed it or do anything like that. I know a lot of people are getting really confused about our religion. And one thing that I found is that a lot of my pagan friends, a lot of my pagan and Wiccan and, you know, witchy friends have really kind of turned on me and think that I've just crossed over. And even my Cherokee, even in my culture, they were like, well, that's not your culture. That's not this. I have more right to this culture than anybody. This is my culture. And witchcraft is a practice, okay? Ocha, Santeria, Palo, that is a religion, okay? It's just like being Catholic or Christian or Baptist. That is a religion. That is something we practice religiously. Only happens to be that there's a palero and a bruja in the same house, and we're both practicing. And we do a lot. So yesterday, Neco had to go over to my padrinos because we actually do the translation for you when you want to buy a reading from my padrino, who is fucking fantastic. He's going to have some more testimonials up there. I've got people sending them in. But he's been giving readings to a lot of my clients, and he's on greeneyedwitch.com. Look at the witchy team. I think it says witchy team. I'm not sure. Or the staff. I don't know. Look on there. But we've got a lot of new added stuff on there. We're going to be selling crystals and products and all this stuff that I can get from the Indian reservation and way out here. I found a place where I can get so much pretty, beautiful, just witchy stuff. And so those pictures are actually going to be on witchysisterhood.com. So go on witchysisterhood.com and you'll see that stuff. Look on the products page. I think it says our products. It's witchysisterhood.com. So otherwise, I'm going to let you guys go. I've talked long enough, 22 minutes. I love you. Blessings. When you read this, feel the energy. Blessings.